tonight you graduate knowing that God is deeply invested in who you are and who you are becoming. We hold these as essential to the enduring value of a faith-based, a Christ-based education. So yes, we want you to be prepared for a career, we really do, but more essential, we want you to be prepared for a life well lived. So now, graduates, may you go out into the world with boldness, confidence, humility, and unwavering trust in the faithfulness of our God, who will be with you always. Congratulations, Bethel University, class of 2023.
Good evening, class of 2023 and guests. I would like to start by thanking Nikki Daniels and all the professors along my journey, and especially in the organizational leadership degree department, for saying yes to who I was when I started here and the possibilities of who I would become 2 years later. I'll just start with a quick backstory on how I got to this day. Upon finishing high school in 1990, I considered joining the Air Force Reserve, partly because I took the ACT test and got a score of 17, and partly because I scored high enough on the military ASVAB assessment test to enlist. I was offered a job as a dental technician, and that's just a fancy name for a dental assistant. A career in dental did not interest me before I joined, but it turned out the Air Force would uncover a passion that I may not have found on my own. I decided to pursue a civilian career as a registered dental assistant and then a licensed dental hygienist. Both certificates and associate degrees obtained from Century Community College by 1997, and that's 7 years to get a 2-year degree if you're doing the math. The Air Force said yes to me, and I said yes to my dental career. On December 2nd of this year, 2 weeks ago, I retired from the Air Force Reserves. I served a total of 23 years with the 934th ASTS here in Minneapolis, but with a 10-year break from 2003 to 2013 to say yes to being a full-time mom to my 4 babies over there, who are all now teenagers. The Air Force said yes to my return 10 years ago, and I said yes to finishing a bachelor's degree. But this time, my educational pursuit had changed from surviving to thriving. Pursuing a degree in leadership would help me have a better life, gaining the confidence to lead myself and anyone within my sphere of influence into knowing who we are and what we are doing here. When I applied to Bethel over 2 years ago, I decided to step out of the shadows of my ACT score and ask this university to say yes. And now I stand before you today grounded with gratitude and joy for my second half of life, learning to be fully present in each chapter of my story. I have no regrets about my career path and my job as a dental hygienist for the last 26 years. But through life experiences, conflicts, parenting, and the required leadership training as a senior enlisted member of the Air Force, I discovered a passion for learning about leadership. Greg Rochelle is a well-known leadership pastor. He often says this: the one thing to know about leadership is that there's always one more thing to know. We are never done learning. Every experience and everyone we encounter is here to teach us something important about who we are and who we might become. Never stop learning. Do not let your shadows determine if you ask questions and move toward a yes in your life. Because if you do not ask, the answer will always be no. Your life is not defined by an assessment score, but by a life lived in service to God and others. In my capstone class, Nikki Daniels asked us to come up with an adjective to describe ourselves and the leader we have become. And this is what I wrote. I am a transformational, opportunistic follower of Jesus, a leader who is armed with the confidence of knowing who I am and what I am here to do, practicing servant leadership in all of my spheres of influence whenever possible, understanding that leadership is about action and sometimes about position. We are all leaders that belong to organizations at home, school, and work. I invite you to ask these 2 questions. Who are you now, and who do you want to become? I will close my time with this verse from 1 John 3:18. Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and truth. Thank you for this honor of allowing me to speak to you today. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
President Allen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the degree candidates for the Bethel University class of 2023. President Allen, these students have fulfilled the requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and have been approved by their departments and the Bethel University faculty. I present them to you for conferral of the degree.
Thank you. Inasmuch as you have successfully completed the prescribed course of study, and upon recommendation of the faculty, and with the approval of the Bethel University Board of Trustees, I am very pleased to confer upon each of you, respectively, the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science Nursing, with all of the rights and responsibility of that degree. You may now move your tassel on your cap from your right to left, signifying you are the proud holder of a bachelor's degree. Congratulations. You may now be seated, and I invite all the bachelor's graduates to come to the platform to receive their diplomas as the marshals direct.
Angela Marie First House. Jonathan Corey Sheffert. Alicia E. Casemaker. Let's celebrate the Bethel University class of 2023 one more time.